Welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today's video surprise is on our Lexus and Toyota. Changing the door belt molding. So your model may be different. So this one's going to be filmed on a 2020 Lexus GS 350 F Sport. And the process is very simple, but there's actually a trick to this. That's why I learned. I'm going to share this thing to help other people out there. Before you get started, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon will be notified new videos. And I really appreciate that thumbs up. Thank you very much in advance. Welcome folks, today I'm going to do a simple DIY video on changing the door belt molding. So this is the passenger rear window, and I have the window rolled down already. Notice there's a gap over here that connects, so you need to move it to the right. So always move it towards the B pillar. That's the middle pillar over there. So wearing some gloves helps, I guess, and it makes it easier, but you don't need that. It's optional. So what you need to do is some elbow grease is appreciated. So just pull to the right, and you notice the gap is opening it up over here, and just monitor how much gap it is. And if you're curious about how much gap, you always could take the new one, the new belt molding, and compare. So just slide to the right. I'm doing it right here for the first time, by the way. I'm doing it right here, and I'm going to compare against the one I purchased, which is the OEM one over here. Put it next to each other, and I found out that I'm a little halfway through almost. I need to pull to the right a little bit more. There we go, and that's how it is to take it out. So simple to take it out. Yes, you need some elbow grease, and you need to be gentle with it, and your windows need to be rolled down. That's the number one thing you need to get started with. Wearing gloves are great because you don't get cuts that easily. Otherwise you get cut a lot of sharp metal around. So this is the replacement one. I'll post the parts numbers and everything if you have a GS 350 2016 to 2020 models. And I'm going to take this thing out of the bag over here. And this one has some damage. So there's a little damage on my belt molding. I don't know how it got cut or anything like that, but I do want to replace it. It looks pretty bad if you get up close. So this is how it looks like. Yes, it has a little blue tape. Well, it's for protection from the chrome, I guess. So you can see the size and everything matches. I'm going to peel back a little bit on the left side of the blue tape, because once you install it, it's very hard to take it out. Okay, so I think I got that out right now. Sorry, I'm not on camera for that, but this is how it looks like. See, I peeled it back a little bit. So what you need to do is actually feed in to this connection point at an angle. So if you tilt the belt molding a little bit, angle it a little bit so it gets in. There we go. All the way in. Make sure the gap is small as possible. There's actually a little plastic molding, so when your window opens, it's not going to be in the way as well. So then you just peel the blue tape, and that's how you do it, to install it and remove it. Note that some of the vehicles out there may have a complete piece. The complete piece may have a screw at the end. If that's the case, then you definitely want to unscrew it first before you attempt this thing. And different models may differ a little bit, but you kind of get the theory behind it. So, and then you want to roll up the window, roll down the window, and test. To get a close-up on this thing over here. Looks beautiful with a new one. Just careful going through the car wash with the brushes. If you do a contactless car wash, it'd be okay, or you just wash it at home or go someplace that you just wash it off. So these chrome are still pretty expensive. I got a great deal on this, so I'm doing it on my Independence Day, July 4th. All right. So I'm going to replace the one in the back. This one got a little defect or something. I don't know what is it. I guess maybe I missed it. And it's not that expensive. I didn't want to bother the dealership on it, so I'm just going to replace it. And that's the part number on this over here. All right, so I'll post all the part numbers in the description. You have a GS just similar to mine, then you can find the part that's easier. And this one I'm going to show you how to take it out. I'm not going to do the installation in the back because that's very time consuming. Otherwise, this video is going to be a 30-minute video. Same thing. So you're going to back it out towards the B pillar because there's a little gap. All right. You can see it near the back window over here, but I'm not sure how much the camera will pick up. So let me see if I can back it out. So it still needs some elbow grease, of course. Not hard to do. And once you get one done, the next one isn't that hard at all. So it looks like the gap is opening up. It actually opened up already. You can see that over here. So I just need to gently pull the molding out. Yes, you can have one of the doors open, the other one not open. I just decided to have the door open, so I guess it's easier to film. Let's take this thing out, and you can put the new one back in the same way, and also at an angle. And you know, this one in particular is still pretty good shape, except for that little defect on the chrome. I don't know how it got that, or it could be scratched up for something else. So all I know is that it kind of look better if I replace it, since I'm doing the other one as well too. So to remove the front driver's side belt molding, you just pull it towards the B pillar just like that, and you slide it out, and you notice that it's not catching on the gap over there, you know, in the intersection, where we want to call it, and just release like that, and that's how easy it is to take it back out. There's no screws, like I mentioned, on the GS, as I learned, which is a great thing. So it makes it very simple, an easy job, an easy DIY job to do in particular. So I'm gonna get the replacement one, and which I have right here. And yes, I wrote back a little bit the blue tape already, because it's gonna be hard to remove. Notice there's a little notch over here, so you're gonna back it in. So that's the opposite what you did earlier. Yes, the B pillar is always the one that has a lot of molding cut off over here, the top molding that is. So to put it in, it's just as simple on this one in particular. And the driver's side, definitely very simple, easy to do. If you know what to do, when you do one of these, you're going to say, hey, you know, next time this thing happens, I'm just going to do it myself. So I only do the bottom belt molding, and I didn't do any other molding in particular. So you need to do is align it right, push down a little bit, because this is a hard angle, and here it goes. Once you get that connection connected, then you can push the belt molding into the door. So once you push it down, then everything is good. As simple as that. So I already did the one on the rear passenger already, so I'm going to show you both of them. And I'm just going to press it in first. Okay, so now let me get the camera. I can show you a little deeper detail here. See, and you're not going to get 100% every single line correct, but always push down to double check your work if everything's tidy. And everything's tidy, then you can pull the blue tape out. But there is a little gap always, because you know there's a connection point, right? And always at the angle. So the driver's side and the back, they kind of like it's continuous almost, right, within that gap, right? And this one is really good too. Not the easiest thing to do. If you do it not at an angle, it's going to be hard to put in. I learned that doing this one over here. So I learned to do the angle in the beginning, so I thought I'd try something different. But the key to this is actually aim it at an angle. I'm going to pull the blue tape out. Of course, okay, of course I'm going to need to clean it out with a microfiber towel, so I don't get all the fingerprints on the molding. And it looks pretty bad when you got a lot of fingerprints on it as well too. So yeah, that's simple as that. It's not too hard to do. Actually, it's more simple than I thought. And yes, it kind of get used to. Once you do one, you do two, you do three, definitely you got the hang of it. And always test out by rolling the window up, rolling it down, roll it up, roll it down. You may do it 2 or 3 times to make sure that it's tidy, it doesn't fall off or move. and there's a gap that opens up or anything like that in particular. I can't really make a mistake on this too much, except that when you put it in, make sure you aim it at an angle to get it in. And also when you pull it out, you make sure remember to back it out, otherwise it won't come out. So those are the key points, how to do this thing. And next, I'm just gonna show you a walkthrough. And again, different model of the LEXUS different a little bit, and some of them do have a screw. Just wanted to mention that. I wanted to mention, you see the molding is not overlapping another molding, the vertical molding. So all of them needs to be like that as well too. You can check all the windows. I check all mines. See, there's a little opening. Check this one in the back. So make sure that's like that. So be perfect. Like that over there. I'm gonna check the other one on the other side as well too. And the other one on the other side just as perfect. And it's very specific, you know, down to the detail. That's what LEXUS is. So you want to follow that. So hope this video was helpful. It helped you save some time and money. I really appreciate a thumbs up. You have a comment to share, please leave it below. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.